There we go. Okay, we're live. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTube.
Hey, hello.
Well, oh, we have a couple of people who are already watching, which is cool. If you're watching live, say hello in the chat. I want to see who is here. So today we have Rusty. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. How about you?
Doing good. Start our timer as usual. So, Rusty, who are you?
Sure.
What's your story?
Well, I'm Brazilian. I'm soon going to become an engineer, but my second passion is definitely language learning. And I have a YouTube channel where I teach Portuguese.
Oh, nice. So what languages do you speak?
I speak English and Portuguese, Portuguese being my mother tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And I also speak a little bit of French and Spanish.
Okay. How did you learn those two, French and Spanish?
Well, I learned by myself, the same way I learned English, and with help with native speakers. And yeah, that's how I learned it, using apps and different books, but it was in a classroom.
So you taught yourself English?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I studied English for 7 years in school, but it's like you're studying the same thing over and over again. And until I started talking to people, I never actually learned it. It was just repeating a few basic stuff.
So how did you find native speakers, or maybe, well, yeah, how did you find people to practice with when you're in Brazil?
I was introduced to Shared Talk in 2008, I guess. So that's when I found a community. Shared Talk. It no longer exists. There are two similar websites called ShareLingo and Hello Lingo or Hello Talk.
Hello Talk,
I'm not so sure. So yeah, there are these two. They're similar to Shared Talk and they're new. You can learn a bunch of languages using them.
Right. So I know a lot of people who follow me are, they're learning, many of them are learning English actually, and many of them are learning other languages. Your English is quite good. Like what worked for you? Like how were you able to get your English to such to such a high level?
Well, I think the most effective thing that I did was talking to a native speaker. I had a friend from Australia and he was learning Portuguese. So at the same time I was teaching him Portuguese, he was teaching me English, and I was preparing for the TOEFL test because I wanted to study abroad in the States. I lived there in America for 1 year in 2014. So I needed to get ready for that, and that helped me a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine. Where did you live in the States?
The first 4 months I lived in Buffalo, New York, and then I moved to Chicago and spent the rest of the year there.
Did you notice any dialectal differences in the two cities? Or not really? It's the same?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, most people in Buffalo were in my university. They were from New York City, so they used to use the same kind of slang, and it was a little bit different in Chicago. I can give you any examples right now, but I noticed some difference.
Yeah. So you traveled abroad. I imagine that helped a lot for your English, especially since you're gone for, you said it was a year, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's not like it improved. It's not like improved drastically. I felt like the level was basically the same. I was really ready when I went there, but the thing is the accent. Now my accent is really terrible, but when I was there, it was getting really good. So the accent is good.
So do you think,
really
in your experience, do you think it's necessary to travel abroad to learn a language quickly?
No, really. Contacting native speakers and actively learning a language certainly helps a lot, but I don't feel like it helps. I mean, it's more fun learning with when you're completely immersed in the language, but I don't feel like you need to actually move to a place that speaks that language in order to really learn it.
Do you think it's necessary to have contact with native speakers?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
helps a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can learn a lot from other people that are learning the language,
Mm-hmm.
but native speakers, it makes a difference.
Right. So you have a few, about 20 seconds or so left. Like what would be like one piece of advice you would give for language learners?
To active learn it, find something that you really like you if you enjoy listening to songs in that language, do it. If you'd like to talk to people and know more about the culture and that kind of stuff, then do it and be persistent. If you make a schedule and stick to it, and you'll be much easier to learn any language than you wish.
Nice. So being persistent and finding a strategy that you actually enjoy. Is
Exactly.
that right? Cool. Awesome. Well, we have a few people watching live, which is cool. All of our links, social links in below, YouTube, Facebook are below. Yeah, thanks for being on.
Thanks for having me.
Sounds good. Okay, see you later.
Bye bye.